Every time you've descended into Minecraft's deepest caves or explored Terraria's underworld, you've been recreating humanity's most terrifying scientific experiment. The Kola Super Deep Borehole didn't just break drilling records. It may have broken the barrier between our world and something far more sinister. Their findings were surprising, but far from supernatural. They discovered fossils at unexpected depths, mysterious water pockets, and rock formations that challenged existing scientific models. While the official findings were published in scientific journals, conspiracy theorists claim the most disturbing recordings were never released to the public, feeding Cold War paranoia about what governments might be hiding beneath our feet. I've been thinking about this weird human obsession we all have: digging. From the moment we could grab a plastic shovel in a sandbox as kids to the absolute madness of the Kola Super Deep Borehole, we've always wanted to see what's underneath us. This same compulsion drives us in games too. There is something ridiculously satisfying about Terraria's progression system as you dig deeper and discover more powerful items. That dopamine hit is real, and horror game developers know exactly what they are doing when they force you into tight underground passages. They are tapping into primal fears. The connection between our real-world fascination with digging and our gaming habits isn't coincidental. We're wired to explore the unknown, even when it terrifies us. Speaking of terrifying depths, let's talk about the Kola Super Deep Borehole. Still the deepest artificial point on Earth at 12,262 meters, 7.6 miles beneath Russia's Kola Peninsula. For perspective, that's like stacking 31 Empire State Buildings end to end straight down into the ground. This wasn't just some random scientific project. This was Cold War insanity at its finest. The USSR and USA locked in yet another competition, this time trying to reach the Earth's mantle first. While Americans were planting flags on the moon, Soviets were determined to be the first to breach the boundary between Earth's crust and mantle. The scientific equivalent of anything you can do, I can do better played out with massive drilling operations. So after drilling over 7 miles into the Earth's crust, the absurdly ambitious Soviet project came to a halt when they hit temperatures of 180 degrees Celsius, far higher than the expected 100 degrees Celsius. The extreme heat made further drilling impossible, and after decades of effort, the project was abandoned in 1995. But the story doesn't end there. The Kola Super Deep became ground zero for fascinating conspiracy theories in the late 90s. The most famous being the sounds from hell recordings. According to the story, scientists lowered heat-resistant microphones into the borehole and recorded what sounded like human screams and tormented wailing from the depths. These recordings spread across early internet forums faster than a speedrunner breaking Skyrim's physics engine. But before I reveal what scientists actually discovered in those recordings, you need to understand how this Soviet experiment became the blueprint for some of gaming's most terrifying underground experiences, because what happened next changed both science and gaming forever. But before we dig deeper, I need to know, what's the deepest you've ever gone in Minecraft or Terraria? And more importantly, what's the creepiest sound you've heard while mining alone at 3 a.m.? Drop your horror stories in the comments. Now, let's talk about how specific video games have directly referenced the Kola Super Deep Borehole and its infamous conspiracy theories. The indie game Baratrauma features a research mission where players discover audio logs referencing unexplained sounds from deep drilling operations, a clear nod to the sounds from hell recordings allegedly found at Kola. Soma expertly plays with the concept of finding something we were never meant to discover deep beneath the surface, echoing the same existential dread that made the Kola conspiracies so compelling. Even Deep Rock Galactic, with its premise of space dwarves mining on dangerous planets, uses audio design that deliberately taps into the same primal fears. The echoing sounds through caverns and distant, unidentifiable roars mirror the psychological terror that made the Kola Super Deep story spread so rapidly across early internet forums. And just when you think you've seen it all, there's more. What if there's a game so elusive, even the FBI couldn't erase it? Click now to uncover the mystery in my last video, the game the FBI tried to erase, Polybius. Stay tuned for my next episode in this Gaming's Unsolved Mystery series. It should be out in the next few weeks. And remember, seek to learn, not judge.